Hi, I'm Robert Jackson, and the piece that I'm playing is Come Fly With Me, which was recorded by Frank Sinatra. If you'd like to hear Frank singing it, you can find it free on the internet by going to Google and entering the search terms Sinatra, Come Fly With Me. The music that I'm playing from is in a book called Best Songs of the 40s and 50s. It has a large selection of marvelous music with beautiful arrangements. And one of the good ones is Come Fly With Me. In order to play this music well, there are a number of things that you should do. First of all, we want to notice what key the piece is written in. In this case, it's in C major. And then you want to get familiar with the melody, because if you drop a few notes other than the melody, there's no harm done. But if you drop a melody note, that's not so good. So the piece starts on the 5th note of the scale and goes up to the sol, re, do, do. So the more that you can memorize of the melody, the better it'll be for you when you start to play the piece. And then the fingering is difficult on this piece, so you want to mark it down on the score. So you can see here where I've taken the trouble to actually write in the fingering actually all the way through, because it is a difficult piece of music to play and the fingering is hard. In order to play it well, it should sound sustained like a human voice. And to do this on the piano takes some doing. So I mark in the fingering as well as I can. And when you get to a note like this that requires a hand shift, then in order to maintain and to sustain this note, I shift from the thumb to the little finger. You'll notice that the composer has included a lot of half notes with the assumption that you will hold those in order to keep the harmonies active. So we have a half note here, another half note here, and this is a dotted half here. And the composer means for you to at least try to sustain those harmony notes. I've also marked in where I make mistakes in order to remind myself of what the notes are. So I've put in a D here for this note. I put in a natural D because I was making a mistake there. And here and there, this is an A flat here. Here and there I have marked in the name of the note in order to prevent mistakes. If you have to drop notes because of the difficulty of playing the piece, there's no harm done. And I have in some cases dropped the notes because I can't seem to sustain the tempo unless I do. So when I drop a note, as in this case, I'll mark it through to remind myself that it's been dropped. There are two more things that I'd like to mention. One is, if you have an electronic piano, you can use the piano to set the beat when you practice. And the other thing is, sometimes you need to play the bottom two notes of a chord with your thumb, as in this case, so that those bottom two notes are played with the thumb. Come Fly With Me.